Yeah. Before I go on, Stephen, one other question, something that I'm always kind of a stickler on, because, we're based in Michigan. Michigan right now is still a non-licensed state, non-regulated, non-oversight, no government involvement, no Department of Health and Human Services involvement, really no bar or criteria to meet in order to call yourself a home care company, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm very fond of saying, in order to have a plumber in your house, they have to be a licensed plumber. But in order to have somebody come in and take care of mom or dad, they can be anybody and everybody. It doesn't really make sense. Where do you foresee that? Do you foresee that ever changing where the few states that are still non-regulated, non-licensed, ever then having to become regulated and licensed?
Yeah, I think we're going to see that change. It will be slow going. Right now there are 29 states that have licensure, and one state, Connecticut, that has a registration process, and it's through the Department of Consumer Safety rather than the Department of Health. I'm working on a project right now with the state of Connecticut through another firm to really help them shift that from over to the Department of Public Health and make it a more formal licensure. So that will be the 30th state. So to your point, there's still 20 states with no licensure.
Right.
The Home Care Association of America and some of the state chapters are working with local companies and their legislators to craft and pass licensure bills for those states that have none. And Home Care Association of America has drafted sample legislation that they can suggest to the legislators. There are two problems with that. One is legislators are already overwhelmed with all the other stuff going on politically and socially that's creating turmoil.
Hmm.
Secondly, they don't have any money.